All right, here we go. Just waiting here for the updates to come through. Everybody should have been invited. Hopefully we're going to show up here on Facebook and on YouTube. Just give me a moment or two here to double check a few things and get things rolling, but we will start promptly at 5 o'clock. So let's check that one. All right. Look at that. We're here. Now we'll check for Facebook and YouTube. So hope everyone's doing well. I know it's kind of boring. We're going to wait just a few minutes for everybody to get in. We started stream just a little bit early today as we were getting things set up. Not quite seeing our Facebook folks just yet, but I'm hoping they're going to pop in here any moment, and our YouTube followers as well. So yeah, again, we're Mark Schilling. I'm going to be, we'll be talking some quilt stuff today here on Show and Tell here with the Fabric Hut. Like I said, just get yourself comfortable as you come in, and we'll get some things laid out here for you. We'll talk about some quilt stuff, show you some deals, have a pretty exciting show for you. So excited for that. But if you have questions at any time, please make sure that you post them in the comments. And like I said, we're going to do a few things here, getting some things set up in the interim. So just kick back for a second and we'll start in just a few moments. All right. Okay. If you are here already, just say hi in the chat for me so I know that you're here. Unfortunately, I don't get to see the streamers or those who are viewing immediately. But for those of you who are already here, just let me know that you're there. And we will get you rolling here in just a moment. All right. Super. Okay. All right. Almost time for us to get started here. Really excited to be here. Like I said, we're just setting some things up for you here on the various streams, making sure everything is clicking through and everybody can see. I see the email just landed for most inboxes, so hopefully that will remind some folks to come join us today. But we are going to get ready to go here in just a moment. Again, if you were watching previously, or got in here just a little early, we will get you started here in just a second. So I'm going to step away for about 30 seconds. We're going to get the show started, all right? All right, here we go. Hey, welcome to this week's Show and Tell with the Fabric Hut. My name is Mark Schilling, and I'll your host. Sorry we missed you a few weeks ago. It's been a little crazy bit of month of July here in the Pacific Northwest. We had a number of situations that prevented me from going live. We had some power outages. We had some fires locally. house full of people who were on evacuation orders. So it was kind of hard to get us live again, but we're back up and running. And again, we try to be here every other Wednesday, or at least as much as possible, around 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll talk a little bit about what's going on here with the Fabric Hut. We'll show you some kits, show you some ideas, some of the new stuff that's coming. Next show, we'll actually be talking with one of our designers and doing a little Q&A and talk about the process of designing our kits and how that all comes together. So make sure you join us for that one. So as we're getting started here, let's find out. Here we are. Let's find out where everybody's at to start. So, I mean, everybody's coming from different places, and I know some of you will be watching on either YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, and you may watch it on the recording, and that's perfectly okay. Yeah, all the content will be the same. It'll just be watching it when it's convenient for you. But if you're here, let me know where you're from. I see Diana is in Wyoming, and she had fires there. Yeah, so the West is a little bit dry right now, a lot of fires. It seems like I've traveled a little bit this last month and a half, and I've had to drive through 3 forest fires where, smoke's going across the road. So that's kind of wild. So let's see, Lori is in Festus, Missouri. Welcome. Denise in Oregon as well. I'm in the Dalles, up here in northwest or north central Oregon here. Dan is joining us from Atlanta and Ohio. Belinda is joining us from Ohio. So very cool, very cool. Welcome all of you who are joining us. This is a nice, vibrant group to start. So I do appreciate that, because sometimes, as you can imagine, it feels weird to be talking to nobody on the internet into a camera, right? So Linda's joined us from Florida. So welcome, welcome. All right, so everybody's here. We're getting more people. And again, those will watch, feel free to comment if you're watching on the recording as well. I'll see those. And again, we're always trying to see how many states we can capture. We're still hunting that goal of a perfect 50 states. So make sure that you join us with that. All right, so I have another question before we get into the show and tell portion. So we're into that transition here. Like, it's been very hot here, 95 to 100 degrees here in Oregon on the drier side of the state. And it just in the last week's kind of switched. We've been averaging about 85 degrees. It's actually really nice. Keep the windows open at night. Don't need the AC. But I guess my question is what time of the year do you do the most amount of quilting? Now, hardcore folks, you're going to say all the time, right? But those of us who are maybe seasonally inclined to quilt, to have other things going on, what time of the year do you normally start really getting into quilting? So that's my question for you to start with. So what time of the year do you normally do the most quilting? Like, that's where you get into the real flow of things, and you want to quilt, you want to get into your sewing room. Let me know when that is. And then, is there a temperature, a season that just makes it so if you wake up in the morning and it's raining or it's snowing, does that say, I got to go quilt? Does that trigger anything for you? Just curious. Patty's joining us from Vermont. Haven't seen a Vermont in a while. Welcome, Patty. 58 and raining. I'm envious. I could use a little rain out here. And Lori says time varies. Yeah, so it definitely does vary for a lot of folks. More in the summer because it's too hot to go outside. Okay, yeah. So depending on where you're at, that might be just the opposite. Maybe in the wintertime you can go out more where you live versus the summertime, and vice versa. I would imagine folks in Arizona might want to quilt more in the summer where they can stay inside, and in the wintertime they might go out and do more activities. So that makes a lot of sense. I think it is seasonal, and I think that's a beautiful thing about it. Our sewing machines are always there when we want them, and as long as we've got power and a little bit of fabric to sew with, we can go. So Mary says in the summer, so appreciate that. Love that, love that. Hey, Karen from Illinois, appreciate you joining us. So we're gonna get started. Again, my name is Mark, Fabric Hut, and I just love coming on and every other week or so, just sharing some of the things that are going on with the kits, what's available, showcase some of our cool products, and just have a little bit of time to spend with fellow crafters and quilters out there. So we are rocking and rolling here. We're gonna start with today's show's lineup, and I want to tell you, we're going to talk about our August featured quilt, which is called Tumbling Tower, and I have a special price for you on that. We're also going to talk a little bit about Star Spangled, which is the one behind me. That was on our previous show. I showed you quite a bit. We'll talk a little bit more about that. At the end, I'm going to do something completely different. Ricardo doesn't even know I'm going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. So got a couple of things. So definitely stick to the end here, because I'm going to show you how or my idea of making a $65 quilt top, and I think it's going to be super cool. So definitely hang around for that. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the kit. Today's kit is called Tumbling Tower. This is it here. This is our August featured quilt. Okay, our August featured quilt. Real straightforward quilt. It's really fun. I'm going to put up our link here into the banner here. Let's get it rolling. It's going to scroll across the bottom. Get that to go. There. Oh, I popped it off. There it goes. And I'm also going to grab it and put it in the chat for you as well. But this is the link to the discount page for this kit. So I'm going to drop this in there as well. Get to our comments page here. Here we go. Drop it in for you. So this is where you'll get the discount for this kit at this link as well. So right now it's normally $224.97 on the website. Today through the link you can get it for $138.73, so about 25% off. Okay. As a reminder, our kits are pre-cut, so we'll talk a little bit about that as we break them down. But they're pre-cut. You get all of your pieces. You get your binding, your pattern, and your backing fabric. So it's a pretty good deal. It's definitely, this is one of those ones you can knock out quickly. I don't know about you. I look at this one, and I'm going to just get that up there a little closer to you. The colors on it, okay? I just think Neapolitan ice cream. So I think Neapolitan ice cream. All right, I see some more folks joining. Christine from Alberta, Canada, welcome. Apple Valley, Mary is in Apple Valley, California. Appreciate that. Hi, Tina from Indiana. That's cool. And Holly's coming in from Ohio. All right, cool. So again, Tumbling Towers on sale through the link, $168.73. Okay, that is our featured quilt kit. I'm sorry. This one here. Remember this one? If you were here last session, and again, you can always catch these on YouTube, on review, and on Facebook. But this is called Star Spangled, and we talked about that. We actually did some demo on it, where how to make these 4 at a time flying geese. It's a really good little quick tutorial on that. I kind of butchered it. I think Leah Louise, if you know who that is, she does a much better job for us on the official tutorial. But we talked about this one. This one again is normally $225, and it's on sale for about the same price, $168.73. But this is a great quilt itself. All right, this one here is 61 by 72, 61 and a half by 72. So we really like this one as a throw. It fits into that Quilt of Valor as well. So those are the two kits we're going to feature. I'm going to show you one additional concept at the end, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. The other thing I want to say is that the blades, we've got the one blade is on sale at 50% off. If you haven't tried our blades, you know, that's a great time to do it. You can try one of those out. But just a reminder, we sell all 3 sizes of our rotary blades on the website. And I always showcase these because I'm not a very good hand model here. But of course, we've got the 60, the 45 standard, and then of course the small 28 millimeter. These are 10 packs, and you can get those on the website as well. But I always make sure that I tell you about those because they're super nice to have and they last a long time. Okay. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to show you one more thing. Can I show you one more? Can I show you one more new product? And let's see, Diane is joining us from Northwest Arkansas. Welcome. Northwest Arkansas. I know that area pretty well. That's where my family's actually from. All right. Do we want to see the newest item? We've got a brand new Olfa. This is the Olfa Wave, or Splash, actually. This is the Olfa Splash. We just got this into the shop online earlier this month. So this one's available. I love the color. You know, everybody's got that standard yellow, you know, the standard yellow and black. And I like to have a little bit of color, set myself apart. So I was really excited to see this come in. So we do have the Olfa cutter. And of course, our blades go perfectly with the Olfa cutters as well. All right, let's get rolling. Let's talk a little bit about Tumbling Towers. So a couple of things about Tumbling Towers is this is a really good beginner's kit. Okay, really good beginner's kit. The size is 66 by 76. So again, we're talking about a throw. If you wanted to make this bigger, you of course could. right? Because we're talking about very, very big block design, okay? We're talking about we're using larger pieces of fabric, and you can absolutely extend it. So if you wanted to extend out to a queen, you absolutely could if you wanted to. That's just up to you. But we sell this one as a full throw, okay? All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna grab the fabric out, and we're gonna kind of do a quick little tour of the fabric so that you can see all the pieces that are coming in the kit. And again, I like to take a look at it because you get to see what you get, right? You're seeing what you get from a kit. So I'm gonna spin us down. Welcome, Glenda, from Lake Charles. So here we go, coming down. All right, let's see if we can get this squared up for you. There we go. All right. So right here, we're going to start from this side here. Again, everything's pre-cut. And one thing I love about it is, you know, we're very square. This is very square. You don't have to worry about that. I think cutting strips sometimes, especially for long borders and things like that, can be a little bit difficult to get them perfectly straight. But I love these. This is your border for the blocks itself. We got Karen joining us from New River, Arizona. Welcome, Karen. Appreciate you joining us. And these are your binding strips. So this is that brown border. Okay. Okay. Nice little border strips here, sitting at the 2.5 inch. I know I get this question a lot because I handle your customer service. So when you email in or message in, you're probably talking to me. So 2.5 inch binding strips, you get those as well. And then these are your blocks for this kit. And again, I'm going to throw the pattern back up here for you. But you can see we're talking about very straightforward block design. You're going to create a couple of different blocks, and then you're going to flip them on end randomly as you go throughout the rows, and you're just going to create rows. Okay. So here we go. Show you some of the fabrics included here. So of course we've got this cream with the florals in it, which is really nice. And I'm going to roll us back here. Another one. There's not a ton of different colors. They're all great, but there's not like 16 in this kit. So another cream with some flower buds here. All super great. I love this one. I love this one. It reminds me of some of my favorite fabrics, especially I'm partial to our prairie flowers, but this one here, a nice, almost pinkish cream. Okay. And we'll get down here to the polka dots. Who doesn't love to have some polka dots, right? And again, I'm going to hit the light and see if that helps us just a little bit. That's going to wash us out a little bit. All right, let's turn that one off. Anyways, so we've got the pink polka dots here, which is another nice little variation that you'll have in there to give you some pop and some contrast on color, which I just like that about the way the designers choose these fabrics for us. To get those colors set up. Of course, we have the solid cream. We have the solid cream, and we've got that brown here that ties in to your binding. So all well thought out. Of course, the cream is a big portion of it here. You get a ton of those, enough to make your throw. And of course, you've got these other colors as well, which you're talking about assembly. So it's not a real complex. It's a great beginners or one you need to knock out. This is one I would take with me to, like a quilter's retreat or something like that. Like it's something I want to work on quickly. It's a great little quick gift. I think it makes a really nice little baby quilt, right? So that's those there. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about it, but again, let's talk a quick, like I always do, just quick assembly idea, right? I mean, everything is plug and play on the pattern. So it's going to ask you to grab, you're going to make blocks. You're going to start with pairs and you're going to make blocks, right? So if you're new to sewing, and again, I always want to assume that most of us know, but if you're new, again, we're going to go right sides together. You're going to sew your 1/4 inch seam. You're going to press it out. You're going to add your third piece to it. Okay, and I didn't sew these up this week for you because just a real straightforward concept. And then we would right side again and flip out. Okay, and so that's the basics here. And these are just going to be big blocks, right? These are going to be really big blocks, easy to put together, quick and easy. Your block will be 9.5 by 9.5, right, when you're done, which is just a great size to really be efficient with your kit. So I'm going to pull this back up here. Okay. All right. So I don't share sizes because that's a pattern that we're currently sewing, the exact size, but we're making 9.5, so you can pull it together. Those are 9.5-inch strips. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Again, you get your backing fabric. Your backing fabric for this kit is going to be a cream on cream. Okay. So it'll always ship with a piece of backing fabric that you'll cut in half, and you will probably horizontal piece on this one. Yeah, you'll horizontal piece on this one to get your backing on the back. Okay. All right. Any questions on Tumbling Tower? What do you think of Tumbling Tower? I mean, it's basic, but it's fun. It's a great gift. If you've got someone that you want to get into quilting, this one would work out pretty well. Let me ask this question. When I say chain piece, how many people understand chain piecing? Can I get like a 1 in chat if you understand chain piecing? Like, you understand what I mean by that? Because I think that's a big part of a lot of these kits, is if you can find those ways to make it go faster. So Patty, Lori, thank you. Yes, you understand. So I'm just going to grab one here off of another one of our kits up here. You might see it in the background. Yeah, you see these here. So when we're doing a lot of these, same repetitive sewing, we want to make sure that we're being efficient with our time, and we don't want to keep breaking this thread, because every time you pull the thread over the thread snipper, you got to reach with your scissors every time. So chain piecing is a great way to get those things done. So when you're sewing them together quickly, you're just sewing your pairs or whatever, your groups together, and then you're just moving on, and you're just constantly in repetition. So it looks like a lot of folks here, you're all seasoned. Again, I never know what everyone's skill level is or where everybody's experience level is, but I do know we sell a lot of quilts, especially quilt kits, to first timers. So I always want to share that. I hope that's okay. But chain piecing allows you just to keep rolling, and you're just doing the same thing over and over. And that would happen again with this kit as well, with your Tumbling Tower. So that is the Tumbling Towers kit. Okay, just a reminder that is on sale through the link. I'll drop it again in chat for you. Appreciate the comments and the participation. That always helps make me know, helps me understand that somebody's there. So I'll put those links back in there again. Okay, so just real quick, since the quilt is still up and hanging up behind us, again, Star Spangled, that is this kit here. This one is a little bit more to the moderate to intermediate. Okay, just because of the techniques that you're using, we're doing a lot of triangles, we're doing half, square, things like that. We're working with smaller pieces. So like on the last show, we did this one. Okay, let me grab a little parched. Sorry about that. So on the last one, we talked about how to make these out of a single square. And so this one is a little more in depth because you're, of course, sewing a lot smaller pieces. But again, it's another great kit. Everything's pre-cut. The fabrics are awesome. I just love some of these fabrics that we have on this one. I mean, getting up close with it. Of course, the paisley. We've got, just some interesting florals. And they're, because it's a patriotic theme, you would think you have to be completely 100% patriotic, but you really don't. Just some really great fabrics in this in this one, and super fun. There's even the plaids, red and blue. But there's another great kit, and it's another one that we really sold well in July. A lot of folks are loving this one. It goes together really quick and easy because you're creating a lot of these blocks. You're just pivoting, right? You're just pivoting. So, oh, my cat decided to join me at my feet. Got a little helpful friend down there. Almost stepped on his poor tail. All right. So that one, again, is Star Spangled, and that one's on the link as well. And that will be on sale at $169. And I know that there's been some folks that are asking, they've been emailing in, hey, that was on sale last month. Can I get it on sale now? Well, you folks are getting that opportunity by following the link and getting into this one here, because it's not on sale on regular price right now on the website. So Lori's getting ready to start the snowman. Oh, yeah, the snowman, which is really this one here. It's just, this is prairie flowers, and the snowman follows the exact same pattern, just different fabrics. So yeah, that's a fun one, Lori. I have this one rolling, but I had to stop. I was going to get this one done this month. I just don't have a ton of time to sew. And but my niece, I have a 12-year-old niece, and she was here, and we ended up designing a quilt for her. I taught her how to sew on the little brother. I don't know if I can show you that one. The little brother machine here. Got the little brother. I love that little machine. But taught her how to sew while she was here with us, and designed herself a quilt. And she's almost done. She almost got her top done. And so I haven't got to do a whole lot of sewing myself this month. So cool. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay, we got sizes. Remember, Star Spangled 6172, just in case I forgot to mention that. All right. Okay, are we ready for me to do something off script today? Give me a 2 in chat if you want me to do something off script today. Something completely off script. Aqua Rhythm, Angel, that is a favorite. That is a favorite. All right, we got the 2s coming in. I appreciate that. Love the engagement this week. Really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Because some days I feel like I'm just up here talking to myself. All right, let's talk about a quick weekend kit. Or not even a kit. I'm not going to sell you a kit. All right, I'm not going to sell you a kit. I'm going to give you a free pattern that I found. We don't have it. It's just a free pattern that I found. Okay. But I saw this fabric that we were carrying, and I said, gosh, that would look really good if it was blocked properly. If it was put together properly, this fabric pack would look really good in a quilt. And I said, you know, I saw this design, so I went and hunted it. So off script, folks, and if I'm wrong, I want you to blast me in the chat. I want you to tell me I had a bad idea if it's bad, because I'm just still learning myself, okay? But what I want to talk about is this fabric pack right here. Now, this is called Harvest Rose, okay? This is flannel. We don't carry a lot of flannel. In fact, I think this is the only pack of flannel that we sell in our shop currently. And I'm going to show you, actually, I'm going to drop the camera. I'm going to show you what's in it. And then we're going to talk about the off script, okay? I just want to show you this real quick, and then maybe you'll kind of get it. So darks, got a lot of darks down here. This is a charm pack, right? 42 squares. Larger floral with the dark color. Red, darker color red with the floral, okay? Green dark, green lighter, okay? Then we've got a little bit of kind of a check gingham here in green, okay? Now we're moving into a lighter orangish fall. So I mean, this thing is screaming fall to me. Another gingham check, a white floral with, okay? And then we're gonna finish with a little bit larger floral and then a full floral, okay? So 42 pieces, it's a charm pack. When we got these, we ended up emptying a distributor's warehouse. Okay, we ended up buying this, and we got this, and we're selling this at a really good price. But when I started thinking, I'm looking at this thing right here. Let me see if I can't get us up here. Let's get up. All right, let's get some better lighting if I can here. Well, I'm going to go back down. Sorry about that. All right, this is the pattern. Okay, so it's a Riley Blake Designs, and it's for free. I'm going to link that PDF, and you can just go get it. Okay. Thanks, Dina. I really appreciate that. I love this thing. I mean, these fabrics are great, and it's flannel. So here we go. So we start with light, and this one had actually checks in it and some florals, but light to dark, which this thing does. Okay, so this charm pack does that already. It already gives you the light to dark. You're going to be creative in how you put this together, but this is 5-inch squares. This pattern is just 5-inch squares, quickly as you can. You know, you're running strips. So we're 13 on the row by 16. So we're 13 across, 16 down, 208. You need 5 of these. Okay, you need 5 of these flannels. And so I just thought, wow, look at that. It's a great little weekend quilt. Then I looked at the price we have on this flannel. Okay, the price we have on this flannel is $11.97 per pack. 5 of these will get you in under 60 bucks, $4.97 for shipping, 65 bucks, and you've got a flannel quilt top. What do you think about that? Am I crazy, or is that a pretty interesting way to go? I mean, I know we can go find really cheap fabrics and get some discounts and sales somewhere, but pre-packaged, already set. What do you think? Am I crazy here? Am I crazy with this one? I'm going to pop up the link here. Okay, I'm going to pop up the link for the pattern. Okay, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts on that. What do you think? Never used flannel. So yeah, it's interesting. But I just was like, okay, these are like $11.97. 5 of them get you this complete top. Found a free pattern, $65, and you're sewing this thing together. Now I'm going to tell you right now, when I checked this morning, there were only like 88 of these left because the price is really good. Okay, there's only about 80 of these left. So for you folks, I would say if that's interesting to you, I would grab them. Okay, so there was the pattern. Let me put the link here. Let me grab the link for that charm pack, so you can grab it if you like. Again, no pressure. I mean, it's no pressure. I just thought it was cool. I thought I would share it. I mean, there's that. Was everybody able to grab that pattern off of that link I posted? Let me know if somebody hit that link. Is that clickable? So, well, right here, is that clickable? I'm still getting used to this platform. Is that clickable for you? I know the clickable link in the chat works. All right, so let me put that pattern link in the chat as well. That's easy. I appreciate it. Let me grab it here. That way you can go get it. I mean, and check out the rest of their stuff. Check out the rest of their stuff. I'm just going to put the pattern. Here comes the pattern, Brenda. Check out the rest of their stuff. I mean, on the website there on Riley Blake Designs, really cute stuff. Lots of options, lots of ways to go. They generally partner and pair it with the fabric. This is from the Gingham Fields fabric. Okay. So hopefully you should be able to use that link that I just posted in chat to get that pattern. And then the link for the squares, okay, that charm pack, that Harvest Rose charm pack is also there as well. So, all right, super. Thank you, Patricia. Super. That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to take that banner off the middle there then if it's not going to work for us that way. Okay. All right. Cool. So anyways, like I said, I thought, again, this is just the instructions are pretty straightforward. I mean, you're pairing up your squares on your 1/4 inch seam allowance, and you're doing your assembly. And the beautiful thing about this pattern is the fact that, you're starting from a lighter color and you're going to dark. And as I showed you, this absolutely goes from dark to light and has all the pieces. And it really works out. When I started figuring out how I was going to piece this together, it made a lot of sense. I could definitely start with the ones on the bottom, work those in, break that up. Thanks, Faye. You got both. Great. Super, Karen. Thank you for those who are commenting, because again, I don't know it unless somebody says something on your end. So appreciate that. But Riley Blake Designs, I think it's called In the Fields. That's the one I put in chat for you. I think it just pairs really well with this fabric. And I know we don't do a lot of flannel projects on the Fabric Hut, but I thought, gosh darn it, if I could show you one that might work and just see see what you thought. I mean, that's the big thing. I'm just curious what you think, because again, I'm generally pretty good at picking fabric lines, and I kind of know what the trends are, but who knows? Okay. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Betty. Pattern's always nice. I mean, it's a real basic. Definitely check out the rest of their stuff. I mean, I didn't ask permission, but of course it's on the internet on a search if you wanted it. Oh, Brenda, did you get the fabric as well? Did you order it already? Were you that quick? Holy smokes. All right, thanks, Denise. Appreciate that. Yes, the live will be on both Facebook and on YouTube. Those stick around, and the replays are available. Like if you want to get any of the other things, but the links that I'm sharing, so the one for the Facebook Live at the banner at the bottom, and the one for the discount page for Tumbling Tower and the Star Spangled, those are only good for like 24 hours from the time we start. This one will be on sale until it sells out. So like I said, there's less than 90 of these left. So a handful of folks grabbing these for projects, and it won't be there. And I think we wiped them out. I'm not sure if that one's coming back. I'm not sure I could get it back, but we would try if it sold really well. But again, just thought I'd bring another idea to you. All right. Open to questions. I put up here on the banner and the button right down below here. That's email. If you have questions, you can definitely shoot an email to me. That email goes to my desk, and I'm the one that will generally handle those things for you. So if you need anything, let me know. See some folks coming in from Linda's in from Australia. All right. That's got to be a different time zone for you right there. Appreciate you joining us. Love that. Australia, that's our first one, I think, live. Appreciate that. Kathy's coming in from New Hampshire. Betty's from Texas. All right. Last thing. Type a 5 in chat if you have never purchased our rotary blades. Put a 5 in chat if you've never bought blades from us. I'm curious. I know a lot of folks here shop the site. Okay, you've not. So Karen, lots of them here. Oh, it's 10:30. That would make sense, Linda. 10:30 in the morning. Okay. Hey, that's not a bad time for Australia. That works. All right, we're covering multiple sides of the world. So a lot of people haven't. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. If you send me an email to customer care at the Fabric Hut, you've not bought blades from us before and you want to try them, I will send you a custom invoice for blades at 50% off for a 10-pack. All you got to do is write an email, and in the subject line, just say, Mark, I want some blades. Okay. And then out of all the responses I get, by noon tomorrow, okay, noon tomorrow Pacific time, I will pick one of those and I will ship you one of those people out of that batch. We'll randomize the number and I'll ship you a pack for free. I'm going off script again, but I think I see so many folks that have not ordered blades from us, and I really think you should. These are titanium coated. They're designed, we've been selling these for years. People swear by them. Even the folks that return them and say they don't work, these are the ones I'm using. I mean, they work perfect. It's just sometimes handle compatibility issues or a bad mat. But our blades are great. I think you should have them in your kit as well. So if you send me an email to customer care and say, Mark, I want some blades, I'll send you an invoice for a 50 off with a 50 off discount. Okay. And one of you will get we'll randomize those folks, and one of them will get their blade order shipped to them for free. They'll get the blades for free, no shipping, just they'll get the blades for free. Okay. All right. I appreciate you being here. This was a lively group. Love it. It was awesome. I appreciate the time. Again, just as a reminder, we had tumbling towers. We talked about today. Star Spangled. Both of those are available at the link at the bottom of the screen. I talked about the flannels with the Harvest Rose with the free pattern. Link is in there as well. Don't forget, we've got the Olfa Splash in the Aqua. So if you're looking to up your game a little bit and have a little different handle, definitely take a look at that. And then from there, we'll take some questions here. I'll stick around for another minute or so. If you've got questions, please type them in the chat. Of course, if you don't have a question you want to send in chat and you want to send it to me, use the email customercare@thefabrichut.com. Okay. Next week's show will be interview. So we will not really show a lot of products. We're going to interview. We're going to talk with one of our designers. We're going to talk about the design process, some of the things that go into it, a little bit of room for some Q&A. We'll be here to answer those questions for you. So again, that next show will be 2 weeks from now, I believe, or maybe even next week. We'll see how quickly we can get that one put together. We will send the blades to Canada. Yes, we do have an international shipping fee. It's not great, I'll admit. It's just what we're dealing with right now. The charges and the getting things through customs has kind of been a problem. So we've had to change the way we ship, but we can ship to Canada, yes. Okay. And we do ship to Australia. We ship all around the world. There's just the flat rate international shipping charge that goes along with that. Okay. But US order ship $4.97 flat rate, no matter what you buy. Okay. All right, good question there. So that's where we're at. We'll wrap things up here. I'll stick around for looks like we got another minute here on the clock here. Generally try to lock this down under 45 minutes. Any other questions I can answer for you? Any other things I can show you? Didn't have anything to show on the machine today. But if there's something you want to know, let us know. Maybe it'll be in a future show. All right. Okay. Again, appreciate you being here. Oh, somebody's from Disneyland, Anaheim. Gosh, don't tell my wife. Oh my gosh, she went as an adult, so we're not young. And she went, I think 3 years ago, to Disneyland for the first time. She is addicted, and she wants to go every 6 months now. So she would love to live in Disneyland in Anaheim. This is called Star Spangled. This is the Star Spangled pattern. It's on the link down below. Pattern itself is here. This is 61 by 72. Star Spangled. Okay. Star Spangled. All right, just got them for the first time. Great, appreciate that, Kathy. Hope you love them. Those are great. All right. Yeah, oh gosh, the Disneyland thing. Now she wants to go to Disney World. So I don't know, that's a lot of walking. I think I did 20,000 steps. It was my 50th birthday, and she takes me down there to Disneyland, and I walked, I think I did over 20,000 steps a day for a week. I was tired. So, all right. Glenda, thank you. Brenda, thank you. I appreciate it, everybody. Again, I'll stick around. We're almost to that 45-minute mark. Like I said, if you got a quick question, type it in. I'll answer it. Otherwise, we'll start getting ready to shut this thing down. Again, look for more updates on the next show. It might be next week. It might be the week after. But most of the time, we'll be here Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Love spending the time with you. Appreciate it. I hope you have a great week and a great weekend. All right. Take care.